Happy hump day, everybody. Welcome back to our 45-day challenge. We are on day 10 of this month and a half long journey, and according to my first body scan, I have about a week left to hopefully reach my target of 12% body fat. Now, this is strictly on the fitness side of things. Diet-wise, I haven't actually been calculating everything to the T. I'm gonna actually start today, and I'm gonna get the MyFitnessPal. It's a free app to help me track all of my meals for this week. But without further ado, let's talk about today's workout. Let's go. I'm Mason from Self-Made Athletes, and on this channel, I like to do health and nutrition tips, supplement and health product reviews, as well as workout videos just like this one. So if you're looking to level up in your health and fitness life, make sure to subscribe so you know when the next video is out. All right, today our focus is going to be improving our cardiorespiratory fitness, physical capacity, and our body composition with a strong, high-intensity interval training session. We're doing bears again, and on this glorious Wednesday, we're gonna be mixing 18 different exercises incorporating agility, power, cardio, endurance, and plyometric movements. We're gonna be doing each exercise twice before moving into the next exercise, where the timing will change for each set. Set number 1 will be 35 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest. Set number 2 will be 55 seconds of work with 20 seconds of rest. So make sure you pace yourself on that second set. You'll need one medium or heavy dumbbell today. I'll be using 15 kg. So let's check out the exercises for today's absolute beast of a workout. Exercise 1 will be plank lateral movements. Exercise 2 will be dynamic sprinter bounds. Exercise 3 will be 4 tuck jumps and 4 frog stomps. Exercise 4 will be jumping jacks. Exercise 5 is 10 mountain climbers and 2 shoot throughs. Exercise 6, hollow rocks. Exercise 7, forward and reverse burpees. Exercise 8, leg raises. Exercise 9, squat jump 180 degrees. Exercise 10, 10 high knees and 2 push-ups. Exercise 11, forward and backward hops. Exercise 12, forward jump and reverse jump. Exercise 13, crunches. Exercise 14, squat, midpoint alternate reverse lunges. Exercise 15, dumbbell swing. Exercise 16, plyo combo drill with 3 different movements, and we will pulse for 4 moves on each. Exercise 17, feet up crunches. Exercise 18, Malcolm burpee pyramid. Those are the exercises today, guys, and I guarantee today is gonna be a high caloric burn. Let's go melt some fat. Here we go. All right, guys, 10 seconds. We're gonna get into our warm-up, get the body loose, ready for today's workout. We're starting things off with A steps. Next up, mountain climbers. Going into 1 push-up and T-spine rotate up. Other side. All right, coming back up onto our feet, 3 squat pulses and 1 squat jump. Having your feet nice and wide, we're going into rocking lunges. Keep your feet flat on the ground, toes pointing forward. Having wide feet, once again, take one hand, reach for the opposite foot. Give the hammies a nice little stretch here. Going into jumping jacks. Ice skaters. And burpees. Try to squeeze in 5 burpees. Warm up the whole body. Get it fired up. Whew. All right. We're getting ready in about 20 seconds, or less than 20 seconds now. We're doing a plank lateral movement. So you're gonna find a little bit of space, hold yourself in high plank, and we're just gonna move off to the side a couple steps and then back the other way. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hold yourself in high plank, shoulders above the wrists, and walk your limbs out one direction. A couple steps and make your way back. Brace your core, keep your hips low. Not too low that it's dipping, just in line, parallel to the floor. Less than 10 seconds. I'm walking a few steps. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right. Now remember, today we are doing everything twice, but the second set is gonna be the long one, so make sure you pace yourself. Here we go, 55 seconds of work here. If you guys need a break in between, no dramas. Take your break, jump right back in when you're ready. I'll be here. Put me on pause, and then restart when you're ready. Hanging in there, guys. If the lateral movements are a bit too much, just hold your high plank for the remainder of the time. There's only 5 seconds left. Hang in there. 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo! Starting things off, bracing that core. All right. Next up, we're gonna be doing something called a dynamic sprinter bound. Essentially, we're gonna do a lateral movement to the right. If I wanna go to the right, I'm gonna raise my right knee and hop on my left foot and try to move that way. Ready? So here, here, here. Okay, and go. Use your arms, swing them up and down for momentum as if you were running. This is essentially an A step on one side, and you're just hopping in one direction. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right, quick breath. I did forget to mention, guys, 3, 2, 1, let's go. I forgot to mention earlier that there are no breaks in between today's 18 exercises. So make sure you have your water bottle close by. You got your towel, okay? Essential for you in case you needed that break or a sip of water. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm coming for you. And the other way. Three, two, one, rest. All right. Next up, we got 4 tuck jumps and 4 frog squats. For the tuck jumps, we want to jump up and tuck our knee towards the waistline. For our frog squats, stomps, squats, we're going to be tucking our elbows to the inside of our bum. All right, here we go. Let's do this one first. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done, guys. Practice soft landings on those jumps by slightly bending the knees. We're back on the clock. Here we go. All right, everyone who's feeling comfortable with this move, keep going. For those of you who cannot jump, okay, we're just gonna do some hops. Okay, try to raise those knees a little bit. And if you can't do that, march in place. Go about 8 times. And then go into your frog squats, okay? So coming in. I want to make sure that everyone's moving no matter what. And rest. Okay. All right, next up, we're doing jumping jacks. Woo! Moving right along. Keep that heart rate up. Three, 2, 1. Here we go. Five seconds. And rest. Whew. All right. Back on the clock. Let's get it. Halfway. Ten seconds, guys. Hang in there. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right. Whew. Breathe that out, take a few deep breaths. Next up, we are doing 10 mountain climbers and 2 shoot throughs. Remember, for our shoot throughs, we need to start off in a bear crawl position and then turn one foot off to the side. I will guide you guys through it as we're doing it. Here we go. All right, 10 mountain climbers. All right, so bear crawl position, slight bend in the knees, turn one heel down, opposite hand to hold for support, and shoot your leg off to the side. Same thing on the other way, on the heel, opposite hand, shooting off to the side. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right, so I was on the side profile so you guys can see the starting position of the bear crawl. I'm gonna face you guys now. Hopefully that'll be a better view. Oh, we're on the clock, here we go. Make sure you're resting on that back heel. That's gonna give you the optimum support for you to shoot your leg out. If you're on your toes, it becomes really hard to drop your bum and your leg down as you shoot to the side. And rest. Woo. All right. Next up, we're doing something called a hollow rock. Now, a lot of people, it's just a slight kind of cradle movement like this, right? A lot of people go really, really big. It's not that it's wrong, but the more shallow the rock is, the more you have to brace your core, okay? So, just a small little rock like this. You can have your hands in front if you want. What that does is it kind of brings your upper body upwards. So keep going, guys. What I mean by some people rocking too much, you don't want to be like this and like this. There's no point. The tension is completely gone. You just rock in ever so gently. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Small little rocking movements here. Brace the core. Back on the clock. Woo. Jumping right back in. 30 seconds in, you guys keep going. Woo. Woo. Final 10 seconds. Man, I really need to work on my core. I've just exposed myself. And rest. Wow. All right. Can definitely have room for improvement for core work. That was a tough one. All right, next up, we are gonna be doing forward burpees, so regular burpees and reverse burpees. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So you guys know how to do a regular burpee, chest to floor, in cobra up or push up. Just as I'm doing here, finish. Now, after your jump, you're gonna roll onto your back, tuck your knees into your chest, swing forwards, both feet down and up. That's a forward and backwards burpee. Forwards, backwards. For those of you, rest. For those of you who need a little bit of assistance, on the reverse burpees, I'm gonna show you a little trick that you can use with your hands to push off the ground, okay? Here we go. 55 seconds of work. Roll back, use a lot of momentum, plant your hands down, and push up, okay? I'm gonna go off to the side so you guys can see. So, regular burpees, shouldn't have any issues. Swing your knees back, forward, tuck, use your hands, and push off. That'll help, okay? It's gotta be a simultaneous movement though. One more tip for the reverse burpees, guys. As you roll forward and your feet touch the floor, try to tuck it towards your bum as close as possible. If you have your feet way out there, it's gonna be almost impossible to stand up, all right? Rest. All right, next up, we're gonna be doing leg raises, lying down on the back. We're gonna slow the heart rate down just a little bit. All right. I'm actually gonna tuck my hands on my tailbone. You guys can have your hands out in a T or 45 degrees away from you. As you bring your legs down, trying to touch the floor, bring it back up into the sky at about 90 degrees. You do not need to go further than that. So on the side profile here, you do not need to, swing all the way back here like that. It's unnecessary. And rest. Whew. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Three, 2, 1, rest. Whew. All right. Moving right along. Next up, we are doing a squat jump at 180 degrees. All right, so we're gonna jump, face the other direction. Here we go. Wait. Practice good form with those squats, guys. As you jump, try not to lean forward. Drop your bum downwards. Jump up and turn, okay? We're still practicing all the things that we learned from last week. 3, 2, 1, rest. The legs are on fire. I know, I get it. I'm gonna do a regression for those of you who can't jump or don't want to do the 180, okay? Everyone else, keep going. 55 seconds here. Everyone else, first regression is just to turn 90 degrees. So squat, jump, 90, facing you, 90, 90, 90, okay? The next one is just a stationary squat jump, but instead of jumping up, we're just gonna explode onto our toes. So from our squat, come up onto the toes as fast as you can. Down onto the toes. Okay, that's the regression. Everyone else, we're still going. We're turning. 180. Oh yeah. Three, 2, 1 and rest. Oh, shake that off. Woo. All right, next up, we are doing 10 high knees and 2 push-ups. Keep that heart rate up. Pretend like you're running on the spot. Drive the knee up towards the waistline. We're getting ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And rest. Well done, guys. Catch your breath. We're gonna pick up where we left off. Here we go. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right, catch your breath. Next up, we're doing forward and backward hops. So just imagine you've got an imaginary line in front of you. Just gonna hop back and forth over that imaginary line. All right, here we go. If you've got something at home which you can jump over that won't be a trip hazard, use that, because it's gonna actually get you to jump a little bit higher than the little hops that we're doing right now. Okay, that's the step up. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right. Whew. The heart is working today. We're back on the clock. Just forward and backwards. Little hops if you need. Everyone else, bigger, higher hops. We got about 10 seconds here. 5 seconds. In 3, in 2, in 1, and rest. Woo! All right, just following that forwards and backwards movement, we're going to do a forward jump and a reverse jump. So on the demo earlier, you might have thought that we just rewinded the clip. No, we're jumping backwards physically, okay? So get a little bit of space, use your yoga mat. Here we go, jump forward as you normally would, and jump backwards. Now, obviously, it's a lot easier for us to jump forward, gain some distance than we normally do compared to going backwards, right? But there's actually a little trick to it. I'm gonna tell you what that trick is. All right, so when you jump forward, you bend your knees, you propel your body, right, in this movement, and you swing. So go ahead, 3, 2, 1, and rest. to do backwards, you don't have to go here and swing like that, but it helps. So rather than going here and jumping, you start off reversed. Here we go. And you gotta swing your arms in that direction, right? And so those are some of the mechanics that we don't realize, because a lot of people, when they're swinging backwards, they're doing the same arm movement as if they were going forward. And it actually, there's all dynamics in terms of like our arms, your weight, all that good stuff that says, hey, you're actually reducing the amount of jump that you can actually get. And so we're just gonna practice literally reversing the movement of jumping forward. For those of you who can't jump longer distances, do 2 small jumps forward. One more time, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo, all right. Moving right along, we are now going into crunches, slowing the heart rate back down. Face this way. All right, setting up. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Crunching and down. I don't know if you guys saw the last video where we were doing this. Essentially, I was telling everyone that people get crunches and sit-ups mixed up. This is a sit-up, folks. You're sitting all the way up, hence the name sit-up. Crunching is simply crunching the top 2 abdominals, or 4, the top of the bottom 2, and the top 2 for sure. Crunch and down. That's it. That's why it's called a crunch. All right. And rest. You don't need to sit all the way up. If you choose to do so, that's no problem. But just know the difference. Okay. A lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm doing a crunch." No, you're doing a sit up. Okay, that's enough talking. We're back in action. Now, for those of you who feel like this is a little too easy, you're supposed to have 1 dumbbell available and ready for you. You can take that dumbbell and place it over the top of your head or place it on top of your chest. In fact, I'm gonna show that right now for those of you who want to challenge. All right, so I got my 15 kg here. Place it on top of the chest and crunch. Ooh. An alternative, if that feels uncomfortable, place it above the head and crunch. Get your shoulders off the ground. Three, 2, 1, rest. Oh, excellent work, guys. All right. Catch your breath, shake things off. We're going back into a leg exercise. We're gonna do a squat midpoint hold into a reverse lunge. I know it's a mouthful. It's actually super easy to demonstrate. I don't know about doing it, but we're doing it right now. So here we go. 35 seconds. Hold yourself in a squat position or midpoint. Okay, so usually when we squat all the way down, this is it. You can come into midpoint and you're gonna take one leg, reverse lunge into it, drop the back knee, and then go back into your squat hold. Okay, important to note, I know I'm gonna sound like a broken record through this entire challenge for you guys. For your squats, guys, make sure that back knee does not hit the floor. The front knee does not cross the toes. I want to keep constant tension on those legs and rest. If you push your knees too far forward, you're putting a lot of that pressure on the knee, on the hip, and we want to actually work on the legs, the core. Okay, here we go. Going back into the squat hold, and down we go. Now, another tip that I gave previously was making sure that we point our toes forward. And you can see from this video, actually I'll stand back just in case it gets cut off. Okay, you'll see in this video that I actually have my toes slightly pointed outwards diagonally. And the reason for that is because I want to make sure that my knees don't cave on me as I come back from my reverse lunge. It's really hard when the toes are pointing forward to keep everything completely still. This will wobble a little bit. So just pointing them out slightly, ever so little. Okay. Practice good form. 5 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Ooh, shake that off. I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it? Feel the burn. All right. So, this is the one exercise that we're gonna be using the dumbbell. I'm gonna face off to the side so you guys can see. I'm sure you guys have heard of something called a kettlebell swing. We're getting ready. Here we go. We're essentially replacing the kettlebell with the dumbbell. You're gonna hold one of the heads and chase the dumbbell and thrust forward with the hip and push the dumbbell away from us. This exercise is mostly used from the power of the hips pushing the dumbbell. Okay, if I were to use my arms, it would look like this. We do not want that. As the dumbbell comes in, chase it into that deadlift position and then push out with the hips. Quick rest here. For those of you who know what you're doing, keep going. I'm gonna help the folks who need a little bit more tips on this movement, okay? So the best setup actually is to have the dumbbell in front of you slightly. You're gonna have a slight bend in the knees, push your bum backwards, chest parallel to the floor, grab the head of the dumbbell, and you're gonna pull it towards you. Once you pull it towards you, that swing is your initial movement into pushing your hips forward once again, okay? Now, I'm overextending and over-arcing my back. You don't need to do that. You just need to come straight, big squeeze the glutes, and then chase the dumbbell down again. Ready? Here we go. All power from the hips, pushing the dumbbell away from us, and then chasing it back in. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. And that, my friends, is how we are gonna be doing our kettlebell swings in this dumbbell only series, okay? I don't know if you guys noticed, we're only using dumbbells and body weight so far, and that's what we're gonna be doing for the rest of the time. Anyways, moving right along, we're doing a plyo combo drill, okay? Here we go. Frog squats first, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 squat jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shoot ups. High plank, shoot your feet up, hands stay on the ground. 3, 2, 3, 4. Back into frog squats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! 1, 2, and rest. Oh my goodness. All right. Catch your breath. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna finish off. That's just one. By the way, guys, feel free to ignore me. Count at your own pace. I know everyone's different. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Amazing work, guys. We're closing in to the end of this workout. Next up, we're doing a feet up crunch. I'm gonna lie back down onto the side. All right. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Feet up, and we're crunching. You can bring your elbows towards your thighs, your knees, if you'd like. That'll create a bigger crunch in the abdominals. and rest. Woo! Back on the clock. Here we go, folks. Hanging in there. You got this. 15 seconds left to go. Three, two, one, and rest. Woo. All right. Final exercise, guys. F45 calls this the Malcolm burpee pyramid. We're doing Malcolm runs, so set up 2 points. That's where you're running A to B from, and then at that point, you're gonna do a burpee. Okay, here we go. Running over here, burpee. Now the pyramid part comes in. The second time I go to the point, which is over here, I'll do 2 burpees. And no doubt you already know, 3 burpees. Squeeze them in. And rest. Woo! All right. Now you can choose to reset or you can choose to continue. All right. Here we go. I have chosen to continue. Get the heart rate up. And I've chosen to do push-ups on this one rather than cobras. 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woo! You know I had to finish strong with that last move. Well done, everyone. That was our workout. Woo! I gotta catch my breath. Heart rate relatively stable. I would say there were points where it dipped a little just so we can rest. But today was a great cardio workout, guys. Just chasing the heart rate, making sure that we're working hard throughout the entire session. Whew, I'm just thinking about my 7 days till we hit that goal. I know you guys have been amazing, dedicated, joining me for the last 10 days. And so, actually, let's just take a quick look how many calories you burned on the last workout. So if you don't already know, I am using the in-studio Lionheart. So if you're a member at F45 or if, you're here, we've got these heart rate monitors just strapped right in and they just calculate your heart rate and things like that. Alternatively, I know a lot of you guys who are working out at home or things like that, you probably don't have something like that and you won't be logged into the system. So I use a trackable. I use the Whoop bracelet tracker. If you got an Apple Watch, Fitbit, all that good stuff, Xiaomi, whatever it is, they all can help you track your calories. And just it's processing. But earlier there was a screenshot that said I burned about 460 calories in today's workout. So that's pretty fair. 45 minutes, I'm burning about 10 calories per minute, which is not bad just for constantly moving. The one thing that I do want to notice is, or the one thing that I do want to note is that you want to be consistent with your calorie counts. So for instance, Lionheart takes total calories burned, whereas a lot of the fitness trackers, they do both total as well as active. Active is slightly more accurate in terms of when you're actually moving. Total also accounts for recovery time when you're just stopping, breathing, slowing things down, resting, whatever it is. Calories still burn at that time as well. So just know that there will be a difference when you're tracking your calories. You'll be like, oh, why does mine only say like 300 something and this one says 400 something? So that's the reason why. Okay, guys, leave in the comment section down below what kind of fitness tracker do you prefer, and if you want to learn more about the Whoop, I'd be more than happy to give you guys a quick rundown of how I'm tracking my daily fitness and activities. But until then, guys, I hope you have a wonderful hump day or Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow. This is your boy Mace. Peace.